and trying to get them into the kingdom. And so it just was eye-opening, to say the least. It was very eye-opening. And I just felt a strong desire to spend more time. And I also had a strong desire to just have people know about what heaven is really like, and also just the invitation of God. So as God showed me that, then the next thing that happened was he decided to take me up to a higher level. But before I say that, let me just say this, that when God showed me that, it wasn't that he did it to kind of shame me. I don't want people to think that. What happened was it was a reality check. It was just a reality check. And when he showed me that, it was a reality check, and I was able to feel his heart. And I know that's hard for some people to understand, but I was able to feel what he was saying. He was saying, you know, you can share more. You can, you know, I know that you think that you're doing something, but you can do more. And he was like, I want heaven to be filled. I knew that that's what he was saying to me. And then we quickly moved again up to the highest level of heaven. Now, let me just say that this highest level of heaven was different than any other level of heaven. And what I mean by that was there was a difference, and this is what the difference was. There was absolutely nothing there. And when I say that, I mean absolutely nothing there. No trees, no ground, no land, no water, no stars, nothing. And I could hear God the Father speaking to me. And what he said when he spoke to me was, he said to me, I want you to turn around. And then basically we're in complete emptiness, darkness. And I could hear his voice speaking in the darkness. And again, I could not see his face. And then he told me, I want you to turn around. And I turned around because I could tell the direction by which the voice was coming from. And I knew he was saying the opposite. So I turned and I looked away from where the voice was coming from. And then he spoke to me and he told me that he wanted me to speak and create a sun. S-U-N, like the sun in the sky. And I immediately turned around and I said, God, I don't know how to do that. And I heard him say to me distinctly, again, I just want you to turn around and I want you to just speak to the darkness. And all of these thoughts started flooding my mind. I was thinking to myself, I don't know anything about quantum physics. I don't know anything about nuclear fusion. I was thinking, I don't know anything about how to create anything. Okay? And I just in a star, I was like, I don't know how to create a star. I don't know how to create a sun. I don't know. And what happens is I had all these thoughts fill my mind, and it was distracting from what he was trying to tell me. And it was just very simple, and the way that he was speaking to me, it was loving, but it was just very straightforward. He just said, I just want you to speak to the darkness. Now, I turned around again and was like, I didn't know how to do that because I was thinking about all the thoughts in my head. And then what happened was God the Father took me back down to the 9th level. And I think it was the 9th level, I should say. And what happened was, from that experience, I realized that he was teaching me something. And this is the thing that he was teaching me. It was that he showed me that highest level is the level that he begins creation. And it's out of that nothingness that he speaks things into existence. And he was showing me just the power of God, and he was instructing me on things heavenly. Now, let me just say that there are some things that God the Father and Jesus shared with me that I cannot share in this video. The reason why I can't share it with you is that it's not time for me to share it. Some of the things that he shared with me are so shocking, in fact, that when he shared it with me, to be honest with you, I said they won't understand that if I had to share it with people. I said they won't understand it. They're going to find it difficult to understand. But what happened from those experiences, the things that he shared with me, I gained a clarity to the universe. I gained a clarity, an understanding of why we're here. I gained an understanding of what it is that God wants from all of us, and what is it, his ultimate plan for mankind. And yes, it is to save us, but it's so much more than that. And maybe on some future video, I will share some of the things that he shared with me. But I'll just say that I'm going to share what I can share, and then I will, proceed on and maybe share it some other time after I talk to him about what I can exactly share. Well, what I will say is that after I was taken down back to the 9th level, Jesus was waiting for me there. And it was nice to see him and nice to talk to him. And and nice is not even, it doesn't even really describe the joy that I experienced. What I will say is this, that he is awesome. I mean, it is just beyond words. His character, the loving, and just being in his presence was just awesome. That's all I could say about that. Well, we were continuing our discussion, and let me just say that before I move on to that, I didn't feel like I had failed when God had told me to speak to that darkness and create a sun, a star. I felt that he knew that the concept that I was sharing, the concept that he was sharing with me, would be totally revolutionary for me, very hard for me to understand. And also, I know once given the opportunity, now the things that I do understand, that I won't have that hesitation the next time.